Please welcome to the stage Federal Member for Bennelong, Jerome Laxalt MP, and Co-Chair of the Australia-Armenia Interparliamentary Union to deliver a statement on the 109th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide.
Friends, before I begin, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the presence of some special people here tonight. His Eminence Archbishop Haigazun Najarian and religious leaders, Kyla Michaelian, Permanent Representative of the Republic of Artsakh to Australia, Ioannis Malikourtis and Christina Stavru, the Greek Consul Generals, Vice Chair of the Australian-Armenian Interparliamentary Friendship Group, the Manager of Opposition Business and the Member for Bradfield, the Honourable Paul Fletcher MP, my federal colleagues, the Member for North Sydney, Kylie Tink MP, and Senator for New South Wales, Senator Maria Kovacic, to the many state MPs and councillors here tonight, including my good friend Dr Hugh McDermott MP, Member for Smithfield, to all the ANC board members tonight, to Dr Kachig Muradian, and of course members of Australia's Armenian, Syrian, Greek, Jewish, Hindu and Kurdish community in the crowd tonight. The Armenian Genocide was not merely a dark chapter in human history, but a deliberate and systematic campaign of ethnic cleansing. Over 1.5 million men, women and children were brutally killed in an act of unimaginable cruelty aimed at erasing the Armenian presence from their ancestral lands. Today we gather to recall that horror as we mourn and confront the persistent shadow of denialism that seeks to obscure this historical truth. As the Member for Bennelong and in my former roles as Councillor and Mayor in the City of Ryde, I've been proud to stand in solidarity with our Australian Armenian community. Alongside my colleagues on Ryde Council, we moved to reaffirm our recognition of these events for what they were, and in doing so became the first local council in Australia to declare the systematic extermination of Armenians as genocide. While I was Mayor, I worked alongside my council colleague and former Mayor of Ryde, Sarkis Yedelian OAM, to support the Republic of Artsakh and affirm its right to self-determination against ongoing aggression. And today, as a Federal Member of Parliament and Chair of the Australia-Armenia Interparliamentary Friendship Group, I reaffirm my commitment to all here present today for the recognition of the Armenian Genocide by the Australian Government. Throughout my time in politics, I have been deeply moved by the enduring spirit of the Australian Armenian community. Armenian families over generations have resettled here, and in doing so, they've made our country better, stronger and safer, like all migrants do. Friends, it disappoints me that no federal government has recognised the Armenian Genocide. Not this one, not the last one, nor the ones before. As we continue to work together, I encourage you to remain hopeful that this will happen. Because amongst our disappointment, we see that when we work together, we get results. At the local government level in Ryde, we had and continue to have bipartisanship in the recognition of genocide and support for Artsakh. We heard at the state level in New South Wales and other states, we had and continue to have bipartisanship too. And in my short time in federal politics, I see that bipartisanship is growing there as well. Bipartisanship is the only way we will make progress, and when we do have it, progress is made. In October last year, I stood in Parliament to speak on the blockade of Artsakh, the resulting crisis, and the urgent need for our federal government aid to support displaced Armenians forced from Nagorno-Karabakh. The Shadow Foreign Affairs Minister and, of course, the Member for Bradfield echoed these calls. And in response, the Australian Government provided $500,000 in funding to the UNHCR to support Armenians who fled Nagorno-Karabakh. And it is my understanding that this is the first time that a government has committed funds to aid agencies supporting Armenians. This funding builds on gains that we made in 2022, when Foreign Minister Wong named Azerbaijan for the first time as a responsible party for crimes against Armenian prisoners of war. We have made progress, but there is more to do. I'm confident that people here in this room will continue to make progress regardless of their political affiliation. We will do it because it's the truth. And at the end of the day, the truth always wins. On behalf of Bennelong and the members of the Australian Armenian Interparliamentary Friendship Group, I extend my most profound respects to the Armenian community on this most important of days. On this day and always, we remember.